Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If this is the very first time you are on this channel, hi, my name is Christel and this is Beaumisoul, which stands for beautiful body, mind and soul. First of all, I want to say I'm really sorry you're struggling with depression. It's not an easy battle, to say the least. But I'm very proud of you for clicking on this video and taking the time to move your body and get your blood flowing. I also want to mention that this video is not something that will magically cure your depression, because obviously it takes time and it takes a whole lot more things to fully recover from what you're experiencing. What I will say though is that any kind of movement does really help with dealing with your depression. So if that's going to the gym, or if that's walking, or if that's going to a Zumba class, or if that's going to a yoga class, it will help with your recovery. Yoga really does have some extra benefits because it's nerve regulating as well. So that's a plus. You know what? Even weightlifting, I've started weightlifting myself. I do notice that mentally it does make you a lot more resilient and a lot stronger. So either way, I encourage you to go for walks and to go outside, because outside is the best way as well to ground yourself and to not be fully in your head, which is usually something that happens a lot during depression. All right, so that all being said, let's just get started with this little yoga flow. It's a very nice one. It's a very soothing one. We're gonna open the hips, we're gonna open the heart, and we're gonna give you some time to process your emotions, but most importantly to regulate a little bit more your nervous system. All right, let's go. This is my very first time filming outside. All right, so we're gonna start at the back end of the mat, and you can make sure that the toes are touching, your knees are wide, and walk your hands forward. We're gonna start in a very nice, gentle child's pose. So breathe in deeply, one time. Sigh it out. We'll do that 2 more times. Breathe in and out. Last time. And out. Feel the places of your body that are touching the yoga mat, the floor, the ground, and let them become heavy with every exhale. Let your body relax. Start by feeling how it feels to breathe deeply and to exhale deeply, fully. Deep breath in, full exhale. Feel the air coming in through the nose, filling the lungs, maybe rounding the back a little. And then on the exhale, feel your chest getting more heavier, more towards the floor. Feel the warm air coming out of your nose. On your next inhale, you're going to push into the knees and into the hands to bring you up, to bring yourself up to a tabletop position. From this pose, make sure that your fingers are spread and your knees are under your hips. Then on your inhale, move your body forward, breathe out. Through the right side, you're going backwards. And then on the next in-breath, through the left side, coming forward. So we're starting by making little circles with the upper body and the lower body. I've got an end on my yoga mat. I'm already wondering how a lot of yogis do it to film outside. Try to stay mindful and connected to what's happening in the body. So feel the movement in the wrists, in the shoulders, in the hips, in the knees. When you arrive at the top of the mat, start by circling the other way. Try to let your breath lead the movement. So when you're at the front of the mat, you breathe in and go to the side and back. And then when you breathe out, you feel that you're coming back forward through the other side. Finish your circle. Breathe in one more time. And breathe out, come back to the middle, bring the hips backward, round your back, breathe out. Make sure that you're rounding your back fully, come forward. Breathe in, hollow back, look forward and backwards. Breathe out, cat-cow. But this time we're making it wavy. So hollow back, going backwards, breathe in, and I forgot what it's called. Round back when you're going forward. Breathe in, hollow back. Oh, the wind is taking up. And breathe out. Keep going, breathe in. And out. And breathe in backwards. Breathe out. Round your back, come forward. Last time, breathe in. And out. Then I forgot to remove my socks, but if you have socks on, please make sure that you remove them. It's just safety. That's all there is to it. It's a lot more grippy if you don't have your socks on. When you're forward, breathe in one more time, curl your toes under, lift your hips back and upwards for your first down dog. We're gonna do this wave movement again. So breathing out, come forward, round your back. Breathe in, hollow back backwards. Breathe out. Round back, come forward into your plank. Breathe in, hollow back, down dog. Breathe out. Last time. And breathe in, down dog. Stay in your down dog for a little. Feel your hands pushing in the ground, in the mat. Push your hips backwards and up. Keep your knees slightly bent and slowly start by straightening one and then the other. Please do not bother with having your heels touching the floor. They really don't need to be there. You want to focus on keeping a straight back. That's more important. There are some things you will need to prioritize first and foremost. Just like yoga, you have to prioritize having a straight back and not focusing too much on having straight legs and having the heels touching the ground. You want to focus in life first, especially in this stage of your life, on keeping and making your mental health priority number one. The rest, we do not want to bother with it. Breathe in one more time. Breathe out. Step the right foot forward in between your hands. Lower the left knee to the ground. Hi. And breathe in, arms up high for your low lunge. Make sure that your tailbone is tucked under. Don't bother too much about bringing your hips forward. Honestly, if you have your hips a little bit more backwards, your tailbone pushed under, your navel in, you will feel a bit more of a deeper stretch in your left quadricep, your left upper thigh. Breathe in one more time, breathe out, bring your hands to the floor, and then on your next in-breath, bring the hips backwards, straighten the front leg for a half split. Breathe in, back to your low lunge, and breathe out. Breathe in, low lunge, breathe out. Okay, breathe in, back forward, place your hands on the floor, and step back to your down dog. Breathe in, step the left leg forward, and out, knee to the ground. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out. Push the tailbone under. Feel the stretch in your right quadricep this time, so your right upper leg and the front of your hip. And lift the heart space. Focus on your breathing. Breathe in one more time. Reach your arms higher. And out, hands to the floor. Breathe in, hips backwards. Breathe out first. And then breathe in, come back forward. And breathe out back. Breathe in forward. Breathe out back. And breathe in forward. Place your hands on the floor. Step back to your down dog. Breathe in, bring the right leg up. Breathe out, bend through the knee and make circles with that leg. So just make a few circles. You don't have to go very wide or big. You can make them small. Last circle. Breathe in one more time. Breathe out, step the foot back forward, but step it this time on the outside of your hand. So outside right hand. Breathe in, left knee to the ground, to the floor as well. And then let your leg open, your knee open to the right. So I'm gonna turn around so you can see me a little bit better. If I'm here, I'm pushing mentally my knee more outwards and I'm dropping my knees. You don't have to go again fully in this pose. Just make sure that you're feeling the stretch on the left side of your hip, the front, and a little bit on the inside of your right leg. If you want, you can place your hand on top of the knee, roll over your foot so that you fully have the opening motion. This is optional. Sometimes this feels really annoying on the foot, so don't feel pressure to do that at all. Always make sure that your practice is the best tailored to your body and to what feels good for you. If you want, you can bend the back leg, maybe grab the foot. This is optional as well. Oops. And get like a good twist in there. This is all options. If you have the option to do this and it feels good, feel free to do that. If you want to stay here, feel free to stay here. If you want to have the foot on the ground, just have it on the ground. Close your eyes for a little moment. Breathe in deeply. Sigh it out. Feel the hips go heavy. With every in-breath, you feel that there's space coming in with it. And with every exhale, you feel your hips relaxing. All right, breathe in, bring both hands back to the floor. Make sure that your entire foot is on the ground again. And step backwards, breathe in, down dog. And breathe in, left foot up. Breathe out, bend through the knee and circle the knee to the side and down. Breathe in, up and out. In, up and out, down. 2 more. All right, breathe in, straighten the leg, bring it up as high as you can. Breathe in one more time, breathe out, place your foot on the outside of your left hand. Breathe in, knee to the ground. Bring the right arm up. So feel free to roll over the foot again and open the knee all the way to the left. But you're also more than welcome to keep the entire foot on the ground. You can place your hand on the knee, push it a little bit more outwards. But if you have it in your practice and if you like to, you can always bend the back knee, grab the foot and twist here. Alright, breathe in one more time. Exhale deeply. Feel the hips lower, maybe relax a little bit more. One breath in and exhale. Place both hands back to the mat and step backwards into your down dog. Breathe in one more time. And breathe out. Walk forward with your feet. And across your feet, come sit. Alright, breathe out. Roll yourself all the way to the ground. And breathe in, bring the knees to the chest. Then give your knees a hug, a big fat hug. Roll to the left, roll to the right. It appears that your body does not know the difference between you hugging yourself or someone else hugging you. So give yourself lots of hugs, as much as you need it. And I know it's not always the same as somebody else hugging you. I feel you. Alright. Then head to the ground, shoulders to the ground, feet to the sky. Flex your feet, knees and upper legs, thighs, quadriceps are activated. And then you're going to start by either staying here or bending your knees, lifting the hips up. Then place your hands on your lower back. Bring the elbows slightly more in. Feel free to stay here, straighten the legs, flex the foot. You can also maybe roll your feet all the way over your head into a full plow pose. Maybe you interlace the fingers, push the shoulders a bit more towards each other, push your hands in the floor, your hips up high, feet backwards, navel in. Focus on your breath. I know it's difficult to breathe in this pose. See if you can challenge yourself. And the last little bit of challenge. I know that when I was in my depression, everything just felt too much. So just be easy on yourself. If this is not in your practice, don't go there. And then slowly roll back to your laying position. Place your feet. Bring your feet as close to your hips as possible. About hip width distance. From here on, push into your shoulders and into your feet to bring the hips up high into a bridge pose. Breathe out, lower vertebrae by vertebrae. So push your ribs in, navel in. Your tailbone is tucked under and your hips touch the floor. Lastly, ever so slightly, and then in, back up. And out, lower vertebrae by vertebrae. Last time, breathe in, up. Then we're gonna stay here. So push your feet in the floor, push your shoulders in the ground. Maybe roll your shoulders under for a full bridge pose. And think about pushing in your feet and in your shoulders, not so much about squeezing the butt. You wanna be able to jiggle, jiggle. Think about chest to chin, navel in. Breathe in one more time. And exhale, release the hands, release the arms, lower the hips down. And then bring your knees to the right. Breathe in, back to the middle. Breathe out to the left. Breathe in to the middle and out. Last time, breathe in. And then on your next exhale, straighten the legs. Bring your arms either full, I'm open to receive everything, or by your side with the palms up for your last pose, your Shavasana. Take this moment to be really proud of yourself for everything you've done in this practice and everything you've done in the past. You've gotten this far. You're doing great. And if you find it really hard to bring that feeling of proudness towards yourself, what I like to do is I like to bring my attention to somebody else that I'm really proud of. I envision it. I feel the amount of pride I feel towards that person. And then instead of seeing that person, I slowly start to visualize myself. And it's usually a back and forth process because I lose the feeling as soon as I see myself, but keep that person in the mind and then slowly bring it back to you and have this push and pull until you're feeling more comfortable to bringing that love and that brightness towards yourself. I want to thank you so much for joining me in this practice, for taking the time to take care of your body and to listen to me. If you like this video, please, you'll help me a lot by liking it and leaving a comment about what your favorite pose is. I wish you all the strength and all the love in the entire world, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.